Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest-running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's Webster's Swap-O-Rama, first Sunday of every month. Rob from R&R Cycles gives knowledge and finds the super deals. Don't forget, Super Sunday at Webster's, January 5th, Swap-O-Rama! Swap-O-Rama! And the legendary Ronnie Setser's Best of the Best, Hot Rods and Classic Car Show. All this and more here on Born to Ride.
Hi, I'm Charlie Daniels. You're watching Born to Ride.
Swap-O-Rama!
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 We've been in business here with the Florida Swap Meet here at Webster since 1995. We have anywhere between 200 to 300 vendors every first of the month. So it's been something people have been coming around the whole country for, and we obviously really help the cycle community. We don't oversaturate it by having it every week, so it's an event, a once a month event for the bikers, and everybody really seems to really enjoy coming here, having a good time. We got food, drink, we've got, like I say, deals and parts and everything, so it's a one shop takes all event. Well, like I say, it's a flea market, but it's guaranteed toward bikers. So it's everything, like I say, than going online, but you get to actually touch it and feel it and see it and haggle with the vendors and just talk, bike talk with everybody. So it's something more than just buying a part online. You really get a true experience working with everybody. We definitely take pride in holding any kinds of events where we can actually make money for the different hospitals and the charities and all that. We've done the Moffitt, we're doing the Shriners, we've done other health welfare events from this market and the Howard's Flea Market in Homosassa, trying to help out the community besides just providing a service. Yeah, Howard's Flea Market, it's open on Saturdays and Sundays, every Saturday and Sunday, 52 weeks a year, and like I said, it services the north part of Florida here. You can call in advance and get a spot. You can come out the morning of. We open up at 5:30. You just show up the morning of. By 5:30, 6 o'clock, and you're setting up and ready to go by 7.
And now hundreds of bikes are rolling in right now, man. People are coming from all over. This is really a big thing for the biker community.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. Like I say, we have a great following, and like I said, we're very happy to take care of the biker community. Thanks everybody, all the visitors, vendors, coming by, making this a great swap meet. Yeah, they go cyclemeet.com. All the information's there.
And you know what? This is a good destination for so many bikers during the day. I mean, where are you going to do? Let's meet up at Webster. You can start off in your own hometown. You end up here at Webster. You walk around, have a couple beers, and then you go for a ride. And,
yeah.
I mean, it's a big destination on Sundays. If you live in Tampa area, like what I did in Darby, you'd see all the bikes go by. They're all going to be out here, man. Come on out and see the place.
Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
Well, we got a lower end that's still together, but it's a twin cam engine. It's in pieces. So this is a good opportunity for people to see what the engine looks like that have never seen one apart. Of course, you got your cylinders missing, and then you got your head sitting on top of it. But this is what the twin cam engine looks like when it's apart and in pieces. And it usually gets stripped down this far when they hop them up for you at the Harley shop, but never past that. They'd hardly ever change out the stroke. So this is a chance to see what they look like. These are the 95 cubic inch cylinders and pistons, and you can go oversized on this. But the two rods hanging out there, you got your cam gear and your drive gear. Now this motor's fuel injected, no doubt about it. The cylinders, of course, are missing, but the heads would sit on top of it. There's the head. The head would sit on top of it just like that. And that's what your twin cam engine looks like when it's all in one piece. So now you know what the insides look like. An engine like this right here is probably about $1,000 with all the parts and pieces. It would probably take another $800 in parts and then probably $1,200 in labor to put it all back together as a fresh motor again. What you want for this?
I'd like to get 8, but I'm open for a good offer.
Well, what'd I say, 9? Yeah. I just quoted 9.
It's a complete motor.
Oh, you got the rest of it also.
Yep.
This is the cam cover.
Oh, the cam cover.
Yeah, this. Well, see, now everybody will recognize it. There's your cam cover. Okay. Once we slide it in place, there's your twin cam engine now. In case you didn't recognize it earlier. And that's a great deal. $800 for an engine. Like I said, $800 for this engine. The valve job looks like it's okay. I'm not sure about the pistons and cylinders. You'd have to mic them out. But the cam drive, everything else is all in good shape still. So for somebody that's going to the AMI school or something like that wants to start building a bike from pieces, this is an incredible engine to start with.
Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
The first Sunday of every month, it's Webster's Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet! January 5th, it's Super Sunday! Hundreds of vendors, Born to Ride Ride-In Bike Show, Born to Ride TV taping, and the legendary Ronnie Setser's Best of the Best Hot Rods and Classic Car Show. See the world's largest jukebox, and Ronnie Setser is your MC. That's Swap-O-Rama, Sunday, January 5th. So don't forget, Super Sunday at Webster's, January 5th. Swap-O-Rama!
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 Like some interesting stuff.
Well, it looks like he's got a shovel head, of course, an old flat side. I call them flat sides. Some people call them slab sides, but I've never heard of that my entire life until about 5 years ago. But he's also got a flathead engine over there. I think it's a big twin 80, so let's go take a look. I'm thinking if you're restoring an older bike, this is the guy you need to talk to. If he doesn't have the parts you're looking for on the tables, I'm sure he knows where to get them, because he's got all the old stuff here. The oil pumps and the carburetors. These are like liquid gold. I mean, these are cast iron. You see it? These are cast iron. You can rebuild them. They never really wear out. They might break or go bad if a gear messes up. The same thing with the carburetors. These things this body's probably at least $100 just for this piece. By the time you got it rebuilt with all the other parts and pieces, it probably worth $750. He's got all the early 45 parts. He's got everything he's got out here is a treasure, So if you're trying to restore a bike and you want to be specific to the year, this guy's got the parts you need. If you ask him for the specific parts, I'm sure if you don't have them here, he'll bring them to you at the next event. Well, see, there's two different styles here now. You got to see the difference here, where it's smooth, and this one's got an extra ridge on it. So the extra ridge has got the oiler built in there, so it's an adjustable oiler. So these are two different. I think one's an early panhead and one's late panhead. Hey, partner, you got a second?
Yeah.
What's the difference in the oil pumps?
This is an earlier panhead pump, and that's a later panhead pump.
With
you can tell it by the rib right
the
there.
boss?
I don't know what you got here. I didn't look at it. Yeah, this is a real early one.
That's an early pan.
It's a late knucklehead and an early pan.
Okay.
They're almost the same. The width of the gears change a little bit.
Right. And what would this piece be worth?
Oh, that's like $100.
Isn't that what he said?
I'm pretty close today, pretty accurate, because I know what this stuff's worth too, and I wouldn't give it away for less than 100. Want to get it?
$20. What do you say? What do you say?
Wow. Swap me, for God's sake.
What's your
Make me an
offer?
offer. 10,
15,
12.
14.50.
13 is my highest.
50.
50.
58.
58.
So.
Give me $13.
Old lady.
Well, hey,
As Matthew
I'll
says, all right, all right, all right.
I danced last night. I danced.
Hey, all right.
We'll be right back with more.
Born to ride.
We got kettle corn. It's just sweet and salty goodness. I mix it with a lot of love.
What kind of love do you put in there? How do you do that?
Sugar.
Is he telling the truth?
He is. He's got a lot of sugar going on.
Well, what's the real secret?
He's got
Stirring it
talent.
really fast.
What's
got
that?
talent.
Stirring it really fast.
He's got talent.
I got talent. It's popcorn, but I melt sugar down on it, and when it pops, it caramelizes to the corn, so it gives it a sweet. And then once I salt it, it's a sweet and salty combination, and it's really good. Cowboys kettle corn. We'll be right back with Born to Ride and kettle corn at Webster Swap Meet.
3, 2, 1.
We'll be right back with Born to Ride, Webster Swap Meet. Come and get you some kettle corn. We'll be right back with Born to Ride at Webster Swap Meet. Come and get you some kettle corn. That's pretty good.
Right back for more. Born to ride.
First Sunday of every month, it's Webster's Swap-O-Rama.
Swap-O-Rama.
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet. January 5th, it's Super Sunday. Hundreds of vendors, Born to Ride Ride-In Bike Show, Born to Ride TV taping, and the legendary Ronnie Setser's Best of the Best Hot Rods and Classic Car Show. See the world's largest jukebox, and Ronnie Setser is your MC. That's Swap-O-Rama, Sunday, January 5th. So don't forget, Super Sunday at Webster's, January 5th. Swap-O-Rama.
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 We have anywhere between 200 to 300 vendors every first of the month. So it's been something people have been coming around the whole country for, and we obviously really help the cycle community. We don't oversaturate it by having it every week, so it's an event, a once a month event for the bikers, and everybody really seems to really enjoy coming here, having a good time. Go cyclemeet.com, all the information's there.
Swap-O-Rama.
Swap-O-Rama.
We're going treasure hunting and find some treasure. You think some treasure's out here today?
Already seen some, man. There's been a bunch of stuff out here. You see pogo sticks.
Cast iron
I
gold.
saw 3 pogos today.
I've seen a lot of carburetors already today. I've seen flathead parts that I normally never
Yes.
see. Ben's got flathead parts on them, shovelhead parts. There's transmissions out here. There's everything you need out here to put a bike together. You can't do it in one day like they show you on TV, but it's the best way to go about it if you don't have a bunch of money. Go ahead and come out here and start buying. Make sure you know what you're looking for. Make sure you drag your stuff along in a wagon and make it fit. And then, yeah, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to buy it if I don't know it fits.
This is the only place around the country that has a swap meet every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month. Everywhere else you go, they might have it in the winter months. They might have an occasional, but here they have one every month. And they come from all over the South. They come from Miami, they come from Atlanta, they come from Alabama, they
There's
come
a bunch
in
of
from
Ohio
everywhere.
guys down here right now.
So Rob, what do you think, man? Where are we off to?
Let's go look at some old stuff.
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet. First Sunday of every month, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hey Ron, check this out. It's a K model, I'm not sure what year, but this is the first motorcycle I owned one just like it, so let's take a look. This looks like a 1952 or 53 maybe, a 750cc. You can see it's like a Sportster pretty much, but it's got the flatheads on it because there wasn't no overhead valves. So it was still flathead, but it was the update that Harley Davidson was doing in 1957. They came out with the Sportster. And this was the bike that was the predecessor to it because it had the trapdoor transmission, the whole 9 yards. This was Harley's gold mine when it comes to track racing again. And let's take a look at it. Let's see what year we got here. A 53. This is something that you could buy and restore. There's still enough of it here to go ahead and restore the bike back to original condition. Of course, there's no tank with it. Originally, it's the wrong front end, but the motor itself is all there, and that's what the important part is because it goes by the engine numbers, not by the frame numbers. Well, the K models, the carburetor was always coming out the wrong side. It had muffler plumber fittings. Come in here, take a look at this. When you were putting the motor together, you had to leave the cylinders loose, and then you would put the manifold on and tighten it as tight as you can get it, and then take a hammer and chisel down on it to get these nuts tight enough, because the wrench they made wouldn't work. It was a spanner wrench, and it would kept coming loose. So to get these things tight to where you could really run some higher compression, you had to take a chisel to it. A dull one, not a sharp one, but a dull chisel, and just knock it around. And when it got hot, you'd tighten down the cylinder nuts, tighten up the intake nuts, and go faster, go faster. I would say 1,800 would be a great price.
Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
These guys just stole the show. Of course, they brought some antique bikes out that are very close to original. We got a knucklehead, panhead, and a flathead. Very rare, all hardtails, spring and front end, so they're all 48 or older. And they rode the bikes here, it looks like, so let's take a look at them. The 45 motor, the 45 flathead and the 80 flathead are hard to recognize sometimes because they both look the same. There's a slight difference in the heads and the cylinders, but the easiest way to tell if it's a 45 is the chain side. The 45 chain has this drive on the right-hand side like Sportsters do. That's where they got it from, and all big twins all have the left side drive. So if you look at a bike and it's got a left side drive Harley, it's a big twin. It's not a 45. This is 55 and older. There's a big crossover difference. In the old days, the older guys would say, "Well, I don't do anything O-ring." Well, in 1955, the panheads went from the plumber's fittings, which were the hard nuts, to O-rings, and that was a cutoff year for a lot of guys, just like I was with fuel injection. When fuel injection first came out, it's like I don't even need to deal with it. So I've been doing carburetor bikes for a long time now, and I'm into the fuel injection now, but still, it's one of them cutoff deals. It's like, you know, the young generation versus the old. And the O-ring was the deal, 1955. I feel like I'm a young kid again because these types of bikes were missing for a long time. We went from the chopper era to the bagger, not the bagger era, but the stock era where nobody liked a chopper, and then the choppers came back out and went crazy, and they're gone now. The big wheels are out, but the big comeback right now is the old bikes. The kids are buying up panheads and Sportsters and junk, and they're just putting them together, making them look good, making them rideable, and they're cool as hell, and it's coming back. It's like what was old is new again, so don't throw away any of your junk. It's not junk anymore. Bring it out to the Webster's swap meet and talk to some of your friends. Come on out, see us.
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet. First Sunday of every month, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.